Hello, Kemi Richards. Welcome to the show. I hope you're keen.
I'm terrified. Thank you for having me.
Oh no, it's good. I know we're just slotting you in. I know you have a very, very busy schedule. But it's good to be busy. It's good to be busy. So tell us a bit about yourself. I know you're a singer, songwriter, actress, entrepreneur. I mean, the list is just, it's endless, you know.
It's chaotic in the mind.
Well, let's start at the beginning. You're from Warri originally.
Yes, I'm not from Warri originally. I grew up in Warri.
You grew up in Warri?
Yes.
Okay. And then what was that like?
Amazing.
Okay.
It's a very grounded place.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I grew up with my mom.
Wow. Just you and your mom?
Me and my mom, my sister, my brother.
Okay.
I was brought up by a single mother. So, yeah.
Wow.
So growing up in Warri, that a very tough, very not tough, but like you have to be extra smart.
Of course.
To survive.
Of course.
So singly. You know, my mom, she was a disciplinarian. She's a lecturer.
Wow.
She teaches not little kids.
Yeah.
So she tried to just be a little strict with how we mix with people.
Yeah.
Who we mix with, what we're exposed to.
Yeah.
Even though we found ourselves living in the thick of the ghetto.
Oh, well.
Yeah, we're staying in like the freshest house in the ghetto.
How did that work?
That's good for me. Now I can survive in the palace and survive in the streets.
I love that.
Yes, it worked. It worked. See, she put us in there and then sent us to a very first. Yeah. So it's a very, very nice balance for anybody going through life.
Of course.
Very nice balance.
So you had to like learn the ropes. You know,
Speaking of boys.
Had your own mini version.
My own. You don't even want to know.
Speaking of King of Boys, how did you find the first film, the first one, King of Boys? You know.
And my namesake shocked me.
Yeah.
I started hearing about it before we sat down to watch it.
Yeah.
So I was trying to dodge, spoilers here and there. I was like, this thing, I don't want to know what I sit down to what. But when I sat down to watch it, wow, that's a well-tailored story.
Yeah.
It's a well-tailored story, and it's a story that is so open. Every part ended well.
Yeah.
But it's still an open story that you can tell.
Attention.
Can always come.
Yeah. And by the ending, by the ending, it does sort of like leave. It's open-ended.
It's open. Kemi Adetiba. I mean, she always leaves that place where she can go in again.
Yeah. She's good with story. I actually saw the premiere in London, with Shapa Wallet. So help me with it. Well, then the main actress, what's her name?
Shola Shobo.
That's the one. Like, I actually met her in person, and I remember watching it, and I was watching it in London, and the reactions. It's almost like she had the audience in the palm of her hand. She's very, very powerful.
Yeah,
she's so powerful. Yeah, voice. It's just incredible.
I would love to be on the same set with her.
Yeah,
and experience that.
You would definitely learn a lot. And sometimes when there's like bad weather, like today, you need to have the voice to carry. Do you know what I mean? You need to have the voice to carry.
Carton.
Yeah, no. The day we want to shoot, right? The only day we want to shoot. You know what? I think that's a good sign. I think it's a good sign because rain represents showers of blessings. And you're going to have showers of blessings, Amen. I receive it. I receive it. So we met first at AMVCO.
Yeah.
And I thought you was Brainy Lee. Do you remember?
Yeah, and then you showed me her picture. I'm like,
you do look alike, though.
Yeah.
You do look alike.
Structured face. I'm like,
I thought you was Brainy Lee. But you're not Brainy Lee. You're Kemi Richards. And you're doing amazing things. So being in Nollywood, what is the actual show about? Because there's so much reality TV out there. It's just like, break it down.
For actors. Well, it's a reality show for actors who are not big yet.
Okay.
You know, it's a rock Nigeria original. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And produced by Peekaboo Productions. And it's basically just getting aspiring actors from different parts of Africa and outside Africa.
Yes.
Yeah, and normally the normal process of auditions, and then they pick a winner from every country.
Okay.
Yeah, and each winner comes and lives in a house.
Oh,
Together, you know, going through the process of, you know, trying to make it in Hollywood. But the upper hand that we had, Rock stood in as an agent for us. Peekaboo stood in as an agent for us.
Yeah.
While so instead of us to go for the normal auditions and queue and maybe not get the job, we have an upper hand because we are on the show, we're filming, and then we have rock producers work with us. And so I ended up doing 7-8 films in the black.
Wow.
You know, so on a normal day, I won't have had that opportunity. So we had someone from Zambia, Ghana, Cameroon, Nigeria. We were supposed to have someone from London, but that didn't really work out. All the traveling restrictions are cool, saving us all those things. Yes. So we all lived in the same house for 4 months.
Wow. Did you kill anyone?
Yeah. I just hid myself a lot.
Yeah.
And then of course, there are different personalities living in a state place. There will always be fights and all, but at the end of the day, the Zambian representative left yesterday. To the last day, we were all good. Able to iron out our differences, even though there were some that could not be repaired. At least there's this amicable hi, hello. There's no spat.
Cross.
Yeah, basically that's it.
What I find with reality TV is that, you know, because we're here in Lagos, in Lekki, and here in Nigeria's Mental Health Month, right? And this is what I really want to get into with this talk show, because reality TV, there's a lot of guests that go on there that when they enter the show and they leave, like Big Brother Nigeria, and let's take Love Island, a lot of them suffer from mental challenges, you know. For example, from Love Island, there's been a few suicides. When people go on the show, they come out, a few of them have committed suicide, you know, which is it's surprising and it's shocking, but at the same time, when I look at what they're doing, it's very superficial, it's very surface, and they get lots of followers quick without substance, you know. How did you find mentally for you being on that show? Because you said you hid yourself. How did you find, because I'm sure, tell us about that side of it, you know. Why didn't you hide yourself?
It was me trying to protect how far I had come in my healing journey.
Okay.
You know, prior to that show, I had a lot going on with me, with work, financials, with accommodation, you know, all that alone would get up here and of course. So I had a lot to deal with, a lot to crawl out of, you know, before I came on the show. And in situations where I feel like my peace of mind or my happy place is threatened, I just pull back. Instead of soaking myself in the situation and getting injured, I don't know if I can handle that yet.
Yes, of course.
You know, because I'm still healing. You know, so I was trying to just protect so I don't go back. So every time I have, you know, some disagreement with one person or the other, I try as much as possible to just sort it out as neatly as possible so it doesn't affect my spirit. But if it's something that's coming from, if it's a dark cloud from the other person, I step back completely. You know, I step back completely. Just when you're calmer, when you've wiped out all that, we can have a conversation. But for now, I will not deal with this energy. because I do not want it to affect how far I've come.
Of course. That's the interesting thing about entertainers. We don't get the chance to grow in the dark.
Yeah.
You've got your own pressures in life, and all of a sudden you're on that show, being in Nollywood, and you have to be this big entertainer. So that's one of the mental challenges of being in these reality TV shows, is that the pressure of being something.
And the pressure afterwards.
Okay. And what's
I'm about to start feeling that pressure.
Yeah.
Because the show is over. It's pre-recorded, so it's still going to run on TV till the end of the year.
Of course.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
But the show is over, and everyone who saw on the show, who was watching me on the show, they are looking at, okay, what's she going to? How is it going to be? Okay, now she's gone through this process of, of beginner in the industry. How is she going to push herself afterwards? Without the rock?
Serious.
Face.
Serious.
So I feel like post show, the pressure is more. That's why I feel like people actually commit suicide, like you said.
It's the pressure to be successful.
Sustain
that and
get high up there. I feel like that's what.
Well, you don't need to sustain. You just need to be yourself. Because you've got everything going for yourself.
It took me long to center myself. Appreciate what is around me. Because what's here is what will get me to that.
I love that.
It took a long time. It took a lot of tears.
You're trying.
Falling and rising and falling and rising. But the one thing I never did was give up.
I'm so glad. And there's a quote, Oscar Wilde. He says, "Be yourself because everybody else is taken." So, and when I met you, like you had this energy about yourself, and even though you're not Breenie Lee, you're yourself. You're definitely not Breenie Lee. Shout out to Breenie Lee. So you brought us together. Breenie Lee I've known from London. She's a great blogger. Check her out. Nothing against Breenie Lee, but you're Kemi Richards. You're doing some great things. And just before you go, tell us about if it's okay, your weight loss journey. Because I saw you you sent me a video of you doing the shots and everything. I was thinking, you was really good.
My dear, that boxing was a setup. It was a friend of mine who was a boxer, and I've been to the gym with him a couple of times. I was just curious, and then one day I was like, "Oh, I'm going to the gym. Do you know what's called?" I'm like, "What's goodness though?" I had no idea. It was like boxing gym is different though. Let's go. Inside
proper boxing gym in VI, right?
Proper boxing gym.
What side of the gym?
What's the name of the gym? Something box. Come back to me. But
how long you been boxing for? How long? Because I love boxing.
I haven't boxed. That looked like I've been boxing for a while.
Okay,
Sweetie, I'm just a fast doing.
Okay, that's good. That's kind of good.
That was my first time. I'm like, I couldn't move for like 2 minutes. But everywhere.
Boxing very therapeutic. It's good for the mind. Get all the pain out.
I would want to continue. I would want to continue.
But also, it's very good cardio. It gets the blood flowing, and especially if you suffer from anxiety. Boxing is a very, very great release. What's the inspiration mentally to try and lose weight? Let's get into that. Let's get into this.
Okay. Talking about my weight.
Yeah.
I've always been like this.
Okay.
I've always been like this. If I gain weight, I look better.
Okay.
I lose weight, I look good.
Okay.
But, I've never had to struggle to lose a lot of weight because it's not in my gene.
Okay.
Luckily.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy.
But was there something that inspired you to want to get in the gym? Was there something in particular to want to get into that boxing gym? Because the transformation was crazy. When I saw your gram, right, I was even confused. Is this the same girl? I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie. When I saw you, I was like, what? I had to double check with my team.
You saw speaker. Actually, like that me.
Yeah, and actually that on you. Okay, cool. And I both. And I both. And I both. You know, because remember the first girl I met.
Yeah.
Do you get? So I didn't know that other me, or to be honest, I prefer this me.
I like to enjoy every single weight I have.
Okay.
I'm skinny. I'm rocky. I didn't commit. I am rocky.
Yeah.
You know, I just feel like it's a meat suit.
Okay.
And let's just enjoy it how it comes. If I find I'm gaining weight, so I will enjoy. Yeah, it's if I feel uncomfortable at a point, I want to do something about it. Yes, I can really go do something about it. Meet soon, fix it, put a mic with it, and enjoy it. Throw that deep. You know myself.
Enjoy. Oftentimes we don't enjoy the stages of life that we're going through. Just enjoy.
I didn't for the longest time. This is a whole new evolution.
I love that. That's the word, evolution. We're not, you see, we as a people, and then as
that's what being in Hollywood did, evolution. And that's right.
You need to get to you need to be evolving as a person.
Absolutely.
That is the purpose of us being here in this. Look at us, we've discovered it. We've made a discovery. You know, listen, if you're enjoying this, like, subscribe. We're making discoveries together. We've got Kemi Richards here with this amazing new show, Keen Young Minds. We want to start a revolution, and the key is for you to evolve. Evolution is key as a creative person. If you continue to evolve your creativity in stage productions, in film productions, in music, and whatever you do, it will just overflow. Wouldn't you agree? You know, it will just overflow.
You know, every living thing changes skin.
I love that.
Every living thing
changes skin.
That's why we keep. If your skin is constantly changing every day.
Yes. It sheds, right? And you get new skin.
Yeah. Every time you wash, you bathe, the brown that even if you bathed the night before and you step to the next morning, you still have the dirt on you.
It's true.
So body shedding stirs. Evolution.
Yes, I love them. And talking of evolution, one last thing. You are an entrepreneur, so you've evolved into an entrepreneur. Tell us about this candle business, because I saw it on the gram, and
I have a garden business.
You have a garden business. Wow, a multi-millionaire. Shy.
An unconventional billionaire.
I love that. I love these words. You're talking grammar. We're talking grammar. So tell us about this, you know, this company, the candles. Is it your own? Are you a partner with someone?
Yeah, it's a small business, small and growing business. I started making candles about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's the name of the business?
Amaryllis Lux.
Amaryllis Lux.
Amaryllis Lux.
Okay.
It came from, you know, I love candles. I love incense, fragrances, scents and stuff, especially the ones that are aromatherapy.
Yes.
Not just for the beautiful smell, it has to give, and it means something.
I love that.
So I bought a lot of candles over time. But I noticed something that some candles that I would buy, the smell will be on the surface.
Okay.
And then after a while, I'll be like, wait, is this? I can't smell anything. It became really frustrating, and I said, okay, let me learn how to make So I'm making my own candles. And that's how I started from getting the regular stick candle. I said, let me just experiment. I bought the fragrance, you know, did my research, and let me just put it together and put it on. I think it smelled nice. I'm you know, and I made a couple of them for myself. And my friend was like, Kemi, are you sure? You say, I'm thinking it's too hard.
Amazing.
You know, and you know, I made for a few friends, and I bought it. If they paid me and they loved it. Of course, I made some mistakes here and there when I sent through, they didn't push through, and people complained that the candles were not smelling nice, what I didn't like, so I went back to the drawing board. No, entrepreneurship is never easy.
Of course.
But I started, so I dove deeper into the candle making because I didn't want to make candles that would just change the smell of your home. Yeah. I started doing research about scents that help with a mind, that helps you sleep, that helps you your creative process.
I love that.
Different scents. So I went deep into that, and then I made candles for those purposes.
Wow. So the candles center you mentally. The candles get you into the zone. I've never heard of using candles to get into the zone.
Aromatherapy. It's all about friend.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you know what I was about to say. It's more of a female thing. I find, you know, it's not really a male thing, but it's packed. It sounds like it works.
A lot of male customers, they buy us.
Hearing minutes. Wow.
I guess it says.
Oh, yeah.
But
I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Well, I get a lot of male customers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I have a candle that is, and my candle titles are really nice.
Yeah.
Funny. And like I have one that is Try Day Relax.
Okay.
Try Day Relax. So if you hear Try Day Relax, you know it's a candle that is going to, you know, help you sleep, help you relax. And it's lavender and sage.
Oh, wow.
Which actually helps to relax you after a long.
Yeah.
It is your, you know, into sleep and then it. Wow. Yeah. So everything has a purpose.
Well, listen, I love that. Tell them where they can find you on Instagram and all.
Oh, okay. We're talking about all three of my handles now. Okay. The actor singer at Kemi Richards on Instagram. The garden business. I grow herbs, flowers, fruits, vegetables. I start garden spaces. I sell soil and additives and all of those things. Yeah, and that is Mayaki Gardens _ Mayaki Gardens _ And then the aromatherapy business is Amaryllis Locks. So check me out.
Wow. We have been diving into the mind of entertainers, and I think when you dive in there, oh my gosh, you have to start. Yeah, it is a labyrinth, you know. And what we've learned is that we need to evolve. We need to evolve as a people, as a creative person, and you never know what you can achieve. So if you loved what we've heard, what we've seen, check the link below, subscribe, like, of course. And just tell your friends that they need to involve as creative step. Together we can change the world, you know. I believe that. Do you believe that, Kemi? Yeah. So thanks so much for coming on the show.
So much for having me.
That's all right. What I'll say is that go out there, be great, never give in, never surrender. Peace to you. You know what it is. It's your boy at Obiona, aka on handles at Obiona, OBIYONNA. We've just wrapped on a great show, Keen Young Minds. It's going to be incredible. We're starting with the minds and then we're changing the world. So, and you know what? If you enjoyed the show, like and subscribe. It's going to be the beginning of a revolution. So stay tuned for more and reach out. Let's connect, man. Let's get into it.